The convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers. We're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
At the 34-yard line.
I'll throw it. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's tackled for a short gain. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Connecting on the slant. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Bengals first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Working inside the red zone. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leading on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Dump off caught by his back. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, so they're going to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns the quarterback can throw in a game. You turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. What should really be driving him to get the win this week.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Let's go.
Taking a throw here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Finds him on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Come on, set. Cougar 19.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 3rd down.
Well, the call helps, but still a 3rd down to figure out now. Pass play now. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. And we have to pause here for an injured player. Ooh, it's Brandon Ayuk, who looks to be in some pain as they tend to him. Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made back at the 22.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They're throwing it. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as a result.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Bengals are out in front. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. The Bengals and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And we see that to this point, he's leading the NFL in touchdown receptions as we work through November and into our final month plus of play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. It's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Johnson waiting on it. The Steelers headed back out on offense as we get a look at their receiver. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Rolling from the gun here. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Time still to go here. This is 2nd down. Back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals grow their lead to 8.
14. Steelers 6.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Johnson with a return here. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sample of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you have to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Setting up to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right down. Damage through the air.
Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 into enemy territory. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. There's a dive up the middle, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, I like that call for a couple different reasons. Yes, you get the 1st down. That's the obvious. But more importantly, that defense, they've got to account for everybody offensively on the field.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down from the 42. Throwing off the play fake. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. The 2 in a row now have slipped away.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Looking slant route, complete. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Early movement along the right side, the flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. So the false start makes this a far tougher call now, 3rd and 6.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he's finally caught after a big 3rd down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So they get dinged for the holding. You got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first.
It's 4th down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the pass on that long 52-yard field goal attempt, they're going for it.
Cowboy 80.
Fourth down, they're going to throw for it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And the defense escapes. They had a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. Looking to throw again on second down. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're all set now. 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing from the gun. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
22 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
At their own 35-yard line.
He's back to throw. He beams one deep right side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bengals do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got them tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Setting up the running back screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Ooh, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. They're going for this. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk, right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Cut for big yards on the right side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Give now to the running back. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They're going to throw for it on 4th. He connects downfield. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
Steelers 14.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. They go play action on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down from the 42. Thrown back, gets the handoff. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
They're going play action. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Cut out left. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take the lead as Tom runs out here in the 3rd. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
They'll set up here for the point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. So we're through 3 here. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bengals ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a throw. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. It's a gain of 22. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st down.
1st down. Play action. Taken down a yard shy of the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down. He's going to throw it. He's got it in the red zone. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st down, Cincinnati.
On the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
19 Tiger.
Sticking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Looking to throw. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal, Cincinnati.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
50 be out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go. Half the 60. Half the 60.
They'll try him left side. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals have taken the lead late. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
Steelers 21.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Johnson now on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
70 Lions. Go.
Back to throw. It's on the out route. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Brought in close to the 8. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On the jump.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
He'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. All right, so defensively you've seen 2 throws now, and you turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
Go!
To throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Completed over the middle. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. All right, here we go. Second down. He's going to throw it again. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left, and after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
And the hit separates the football, and that is what ends this game. What a play! So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.